For my alternative assessment, I chose the book Ricky the Rock That Couldn't Roll, written by Jay Maletsky and illustrated by Aaron Wozniak. I chose the story because it is fun and engaging, with a storyline that keeps kids interested and entertained, and it also has positive messages of teaching children about perseverance, friendship, self-acceptance, and overcoming obstacles. A little bit about the book. It's a story about a rock named Ricky who is different from his friends because he can't roll. All the other rocks around him can roll around and have fun, but Ricky has a flat side that prevents him from joining in. Despite his differences, Ricky's friends come together to find a way to help him roll through their creativity and teamwork. They eventually succeed, and Ricky was able to join in on the fun. I found three main themes while reading this book, and that is friendship. Ricky's friends support him and help him overcome his difficulties. Perseverance. Ricky faces challenges because he can't roll like the other rocks, but he doesn't give up. And self-acceptance. Ricky learns to accept himself and his unique abilities. For my chosen medium, I chose to create a model from an illustration in the book, and that is the illustration where Ricky the Rock is covered in bouncy balls that his friends glued on him to help him roll down the hill. I chose this because I think it was a good example to show in what ways Ricky's friends were helping him, but it was also just moments before Ricky had realized self-acceptance and learns to accept himself for who he is and his unique abilities. Here is my creative process. The items I used to create Ricky the Rock were a styrofoam ball, Crayola air dry clay, gray paint, glue, pom-poms, googly eyes, and markers. As you can see on the first two images on the left was my first attempt with the styrofoam ball. Unfortunately, this did not work out because the items and the glue were not sticking to the styrofoam. So as you can see on the images on the right, this was my second attempt using the air dry clay, and I had to wait for the clay to dry for a couple days before I could do anything. But I think this method worked out way better, not only because the glue was sticking on, but it was just a better representation of what I had in my mind for what I wanted to make out of this project. But I don't think this would be ideal in a classroom just because this was more time consuming than I initially thought it would be. But other than that, I think this is really cute. And here's my final piece compared to the illustration in the book. And connections to Russell. In Chapter 4, Diversity and Inclusion, on page 59, Russell states, "One of the great benefits of children's literature is that it could broaden young minds and show children the fundamental humanity in all people, regardless of their color, religious beliefs, language, or customs." In the book, Ricky the Rock Who Couldn't Roll, one of the main themes was self-acceptance and the importance of embracing one's individuality. Later in the book, Ricky learns to appreciate his unique qualities. Chapter 6, Picture Storybooks, the Collaboration of Story and Art. On page 103, Russell states, "The picture not only tells a story, they add layers and meaning, frequently telling much more than the words do. The illustrations in Ricky the Rock Who Couldn't Roll demonstrate Ricky's emotions throughout the book, which is not always explained in the text." And that is my alternative assessment on Ricky the Rock Who Couldn't Roll.